Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday night watch a talk episode. Real busy week this week so far already, right? It's been a little bananas. Lots of releases being announced. Some leaked information, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Before we introduce the panel, this is what I was talking about. This is if you guys have been on the stream the last couple weeks, you know that the bird thing has been Amin's been poking the bear with me, right? He's been trying to get me to talk about birds, and this is a mock-up that he made, a very good mock-up of a bird that I saw when I was driving a few weeks ago that I'd never seen before in the state of New Jersey. So it's
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's got
We
like
got
the head.
those all over Canada.
Yeah,
They're a problem.
yeah. Is that a
Yeah.
Canuck? Is it a Canuck? Is that what you guys Canucks?
I
No.
don't know what we call them. Yeah, they're just
Well, we're gonna call this one the ominous reviewist roadrunnerist of New Jersey. So I promised a drawing. I'm providing you even a better example. I mean, it was pure genius. I mean, this is like 95% there. This is as close. Like I couldn't draw this better. There's something that just not, but it's almost it's like 95% of what I saw. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what I'm like 99.9% sure that this is exactly what I saw running next to me in my car at 35 miles an hour.
It doesn't fly; it just runs.
No, this is a flightless bird with a head of a cardinal, but the feathering and the body of a roadrunner. So well done. Let's move on and introduce our esteemed panel. Colin, how are you, man? What's going on?
Man. Yeah, great. Not much going on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you
Join
got
the
on? Yeah, what you got on wrist?
I won't take it off. I got a hat ring on tonight.
Oh yeah. Very nice.
Green strap.
I love it on that strap. I mean, you definitely picked up a nice strap for that one. A couple straps,
Yeah, it looks
right?
pretty cool.
Yeah. You could definitely put whatever kind of strap on that. It's like a strap monster.
Yeah, strap
really
monster.
is. Looks great on that strap.
You dress it up and make it casual for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Amin, how you doing?
Doing well. I almost
forensic artist here.
snorted club set on your show. Oh man.
What do you got
We're
on
in
wrist today?
we're in a spacecraft today.
Oh yeah, let's get a look at that one here. This is a new pickup, right?
So yeah.
Romain Jerome.
Spacecraft.
Tell us a little bit about it, if you don't mind.
It was released in 2013. 99 pieces. Titanium cage with these little titanium panels.
Yeah.
It was sort of it's supposed to be inspired by 70s driver style watches. Has the hour on a jump hour. It's not showing here that great, but it's got a jump hour on the front so you can see it while you're driving, and then the minutes on a disc on the top panel.
Yeah.
It was a movement mechanism designed by Agenor, and the watch is designed by Eric Giroux, who's designed watches for a lot of different brands. I think probably best known for MB&F.
Yeah.
And this is a super toxic purchase for me.
Yeah.
Romain Jerome went out of business. So I got it for about 80% off the sticker price.
Yeah.
And, it's pretty, one of the questions people ask me is, could it be serviced? And Dan, our friend Dan, asked Agenor if they would still service this, and they said yes. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, a little risk mitigation. I obviously didn't ask first, but it's kind of nice to know.
Is it odd to read the time on it, because you have two spots you have to look? You have to kind of do this, right?
So when I look at it, you can read both.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit what time it is when I'm wearing this watch.
Yeah, I hear you.
When I look at it this way, right? So basically, what I do is I'll look at the top and I'll go, it's 5 past, and then turn my wrist 9. 5 past 9. That's pretty much the process.
Yep.
But I don't care.
Ooh.
The jump hour. It's a linear jump hour, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's a retrograde. So when it gets to 12, and then it jumps back to 1, very instantly. And when you're setting the time on it and you're rolling through, you can feel the spring, snap from 7 to 8 to 9. It's
nice.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still some out there. You see them on eBay. This is a site called Shop Worn,
Mm.
and as you can see, 73% off on this Romain Jerome. Now I know nothing about this one, and nor do I think it's something that I would ever consider. It's just not my kind of taste. But you can find these out there for sure.
Yeah, this one, it was a different direction for them. Like their other watches, they put a piece of the Titanic in one watch, or the different style watches. This was the first time that they went and tried to find. They called it like a Masters of Watchmaking collaboration. They got a guy who was like the hottest designer at the time. And then they got one of the hottest movement makers, and they tried to, collaborate with them to do something. So,
Good move.
That's cool.
Eric Giraud, who designed this, he designed recent. He designed the Legacy Machine MBNS. He designed the Mad One, for example, newer stuff. He's designed for Vacheron, although they won't let him say which ones, and about 60 other watch brands. And then Agenor, did the Agen Graph, the Singer Reimagined, and the one that's in the Moser Streamliner Chrono, amongst other other award-winning stuff. So it's a lot of good watchmaking in a very affordable watch for the price.
Absolutely.
It's one of my collection things that I try to do is to find watches that were went for $20,000 or $25,000, some price I couldn't pay, and then fall down to my level, and then I feel like I'm getting something. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm getting a really great deal, even though I'm just getting market price currently.
Oh yeah, and for sure. Yeah. I mean, like Parmigiani, right? Is a good example of that, and you have one of those in your collection. And I think none of us would. I mean, we'd all agree that Parmigiani, the finishing, the watchmaking, is up there with the best. It's just, for some reason, the rest of the watch community does not. I don't know if I don't know if appreciation is the right word, but
yeah, I got my Parmigiani 70 off sticker price, basically.
Yeah.
So in terms of toxic depreciation, I think this is my.
This is the leader.
This is the leader. This is the leader.
Yeah. Number one with a bullet.
But it's so cool. It's so.
I love it. Honestly, some people may laugh at me, and if I did a review, I'm sure I get lots of nasty comments, but I don't care. I love it.
Yeah.
I totally love it.
It's about time for the Archie review.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I think now is the perfect time. I mean, his reviews have slowed up, so he's looking for more. He's looking for paid reviews.
It's pretty volatile right now too, so it'd be YouTube gold.
I just took a picture, and it's toxic indies on one side and mainstream watches on the other.
Oh, the Sabbath Pluto line.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna flip the random Rob coin and decide which half goes in for the Archie Luxury review.
Man, that's gonna be like the most. I mean, it's gonna be up there. I think with the guy with the 20 million Bremonts, right? Right. I mean, it's gonna be up there with that. and it's going to be just he's going to lose it. It's going to be great. It's going to be gold. You know what I mean?
I think we can get some super chats to pay for it.
Yeah.
Probably.
So funny.
They'd want to
Yeah.
see it.
Well, hey, and let me just say I'm wearing my Air King, and we'll touch upon that in a little bit. Let's say hello to the chat, and then we're gonna go over some of the recent releases that have been announced recently in the last day and today, and then go into what we're expecting the rest of the week, what that's gonna look like. So let's say hello to some of our friends here. Hey, Chaz, how are you? Dan is here. Okay, what is up? Marceau is here. Joe, come on, Joe.
Yeah, Marcus and Joe, get in here, please.
I know. Az Clayton, what is up, sir? Deech is here. Hey, Deech. Justin is here. I'll say it for him. He's strapped in. Wilson, what is going on? How you doing? BDev, Zin joined the multicolor bandwagon and Ball's new offering, the Engineer 3 Marvelite, looks very good. We'll talk about Zin shortly. Joey B's here. Hey, Joe. Steve, Mr. Casio, Dave, thank you for joining us. Caliber is here. Steve is here. Hey, how you doing, guys? Let us know what you're wearing on wrist. Kevin is here. Yep, head of a cardinal. Yep, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. When you your first mock-up that actually had the Roadrunner's body and the head of the cardinal with the cardinal calendar, like I was just like, oh my god, that is like 94% there. You know what I mean? And then we talked. Like, yeah, but you laugh, and I'm like, oh my god, it was just like
it was like a Roadrunner with a red cardinal head.
It was so like I was trying to describe it for days, and it just like there was like a moment of, there was like a sense of freedom, like somebody finally understood me. Someone was hearing me, you know, and I felt validated. Whew,
It's
okay,
like
just
not a Roadrunner.
yeah.
Oh, careful.
Yep.
It's a lot of bird pictures in your gallery there.
Way too many. Yeah. So good. You have a second career if you wanted to, as a crime scene or anyway. Hey Anish, how you doing? Good to see you. 11:05. Good evening. What is going on? Hey, James Duffy is here. How are you? There you say hello to Wilson. The bird needs to eat. Yes, it does. Hey, Michael is here. How are you? Ken checking in from Pittsburgh. Yes, sir. What did I just walk into? Bobby Legs loves birds. I wouldn't love is a little strong, but I've had some memories and moments with him in the course of my 48 years, soon to be 49 years on this planet. Hey, Bobby Khan, Amin, and the chat. Stefan, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Mez9 is here. Scrolling down, seeing if we see some new names. There we go. KR Joy, how you doing? Just catching up. A lot of stuff going on here. Chaz is saying fans are demanding Amin reviews comes out of retirement for the Ketelars and spacecraft reviews. You have quite a few watches that you can come out of retirement and do. You should just do like a reunion tour, you know, and just come out for sure. Christian here is here. Amin has such a mature and focused collection. I totally agreed.
Thanks, Christian.
Your collection is like, man, it's like nicely, like I don't know if I'm throwing out the term correctly, like nicely curated. I mean, like you check a lot of boxes, whether you mean to or not, and
Thank you.
and it's just exquisite. That's what I'll just say. I love it. It's getting better and better.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Call it bipolar, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. It could be like
they're
like
cool.
a
I joke.
Jackson
They're
Pollock
cool
painting.
watches.
Like
they're really cool.
Thank you.
Like what's going on in Amin's head, like Amin, is like presents himself as, this, stoic person, you know, um, you know,
Reckless. Yeah.
but inside he's just
Yeah.
this animal of different tastes.
Mm.
It's great. Bigfoot, what up? What's going on? How you doing, sir? Um, Amin has one of my favorite collections
Oh,
of anyone I know.
thanks, Joey.
Yeah.
I think that's true for a lot of people. Yeah.
Ooh, RGM too. You got that
Oh
RGM.
yeah. Yeah.
Peter is here. How you doing? Okay, so let's talk about what we already know and have seen, and I feel that I should go back to or start off with like my roots and what I first really started collecting and whatnot, and German watches was one of them, and Zinn is one of those brands. Now they seem before we get into some of the novelties real quickly, they seem to have jumped on the colored dial train here with the 556 and the emerald green. They go with the aquamarine blue, which is obviously a nod to the Tiffany, right? The reddish orange and yellow. So following the OP's releases of last year, the Rolexes and other brands doing the same thing, notably Omega doing it as well. They've come out and they've done it with the 556 line, limited edition to 400 pieces. I gotta say, I like them. I like them because I think after seeing the Aquaterra releases, and I don't know, I was really didn't really like what Aquaterra did with those colors. Look, Rolex did not invent colors, right? We know that, right? So like, whether Aquaterra, these other brands have a right to do it, of course they have a right to do it. They could do it. Um, but the Aquaterra, the way the colors were, the that sunlight effect, that I don't know, there was something about it that just didn't jive with me. I like these more muted colors here, the flat colors here with the Zen. I like the price point, right? I mean, you're not using an in-house movement. You're using probably a Salida, nothing crazy technology-wise. And the 556 line is a very, very popular line. I like it. I like it. I don't got any problems with it. What do you guys think about it? Anything moves the needle? Probably not, right? But
I like them too. Um, I just noticed there's a little bit of a texture to the color. Can you share this one for me?
um,
Unless it's just noise. Can I
oh
share
yeah, yeah.
screen?
Sorry. Are
No
you?
problem.
Yeah.
Like, you see how the green has a kind of speckled look to it?
Is it metallic or is it textured?
I don't know. It
It
looks
kind of.
just granular. It might be just noise in the photo. I don't know. But anyway, I like that shade of green in particular.
Mm.
Um, I think if it had, I'd personally want a date. I know that goes against the 556 design and everything, but
They have a 556 with a date, don't they?
do they?
They have an
Uh,
8x6 has a date. Not sure if the
I thought the
556 does.
556A has a date.
Could
oh,
be.
here's a 556i with a date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think they're okay. Yeah, I'm not a buyer, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think anybody
Mm,
has to feel bad about doing colors on a watch.
yeah.
It's a good looking watch. They're giving you some more colors. Probably doesn't cost them much to do this. I'm with it.
Yeah. I tell you a couple of other releases here. They did a U50 in the black coated with this blue dial. And, at first I wasn't too crazy about it, but throughout the course of the day, I'm definitely digging it, right? I'm liking what they're doing with the U50 line, kind of paralleling what they did with the U1 line and introducing different colored dials. And would love to see a camo one for Mrs. Legs one day, 'cause she really likes the size of the U50. But I like this variation. My favorite my favorite model released here is the EZM
Mhm.
1.1. Very, very cool. Not crazy about the price point.
How much is it?
It's 5,700, around 5,700.
Yeah.
But this is limited to 500 pieces. It's a big the 25th anniversary of the EZM line. Um, so It'll probably sell, and it'll probably sell out soon.
It will.
But great watch. If it was in the threes, I'd be a buyer. But some of their limited edition releases, chronographs lately in the last year or two, have been going for a higher premium. So they're moving up market for sure here. There's some good technology here. So yeah, I mean it's still Lamagna based movement, but it is what it is. It is a good looking watch.
How big's that watch?
I believe 41.
Huh.
43. It's 43 actually. 43.
Okay.
It's
I was
a, it's,
gonna
it's a
say.
pretty big. It's
Yeah.
a pretty big watch. 16 and a half thick.
They do a lot of limited editions now, it seems.
They've been doing that lately, right? I mean, it seems to be working for them, especially with the 104s.
Yeah.
That's a very popular model that they do limited editions to. The 103s is another one, and so forth. So yeah. Overall, liked what they released. Wish they released a little bit more, and I wish it was. Sorry, it's 5470, and I wish it was at a lower price point. But nonetheless, I like what Zin has done. David saying these Zins look good, but not quite Zin. They used a red and orange, so purposefully these dials feel lazy. Okay. Oh, Kevin digging in because I don't have a Zin in the collection, saying I can't comment on Zin anymore. All right, okay, fair enough. Those dials do have texture of some kind, going by the renders. And if that's the case, I think I like them even more, actually. So UN, the U50, very popular here with the crowd. Easy M 1.1 for the win, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? Neff, I'm so late, it's inexcusable. Oh, stop it, Neff. You can join anytime you want. The 1.1 is a Maso special. I think that's the one he had. Easy M 1.1. I mean, not this variation, of course, but I think he had a 1.1. Let's see.
You ever
here.
look at the diver EZM? It's like $3,000. Couple
Yeah,
thousand
the
less.
the
It's an-
U2.
No,
Oh, yeah, yes, the diver.
the
Yeah,
the
hold on one
EZM
second.
13.1 diver.
I do like that watch.
Yeah,
I
it's a good one.
do. I very much so like that watch. Yeah, I mean that's in play. Sure, for me. Let's see here. This one right here. I
Yep.
actually like it on rubber strap. Yeah, this is
Yep.
good. This is an awesome watch. Love this
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
The previous, so they had discontinued it for a couple of years.
Mhm.
The previous iteration of this had the hour marker. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll go around. So, but I like this style. It's a little cleaner.
Yep.
No, a great watch. Definitely. I'm more attracted to the EZM line now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's more unique to Zin,
I
whereas
think
the
so.
other ones kind of you could go buy a different brand and get something similar.
Yeah. James is saying I want at least 3 Zin models, but I am afraid the no nonsense toolishness would bore me after a few weeks. I hear you. I mean, that's why I think the EZM lines have a little bit more going on for them that way, and that's probably why I'm leaning towards them more lately. Okay, so let's talk Breitling.
Those are ugly.
The Breitlings?
No, whatever was at the top.
No, yeah, those are the Gucci's.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. We could go back and take a look at
No, that's fine.
that. So Navitimer getting a little bit of a facelift with some different color style dials here. What do you guys think?
I like them. Not necessarily the colored dials, but like I like the blue dial. I like the black. I like the silver. The green's a little. Their colors are kind of like the Aquaterra colors. They're just not quite the right hue for me.
Yeah.
But I think they look good. I like the the wing logo.
Mhm.
I think it's a good update to the BO ones.
What do you say, Amin?
I like them too. I'm not that super excited about chronographs and 3
Yeah.
register chronographs in general. So
Okay.
I yeah, I think they're nice. They look nice. Yeah.
So when I think Navitimer, I think blue dial or black dial, and so while I appreciate them coming out with different colors, and I can't blame them because that seems to be the trend to offer a bunch of color options, and I think they did it with a couple of the other Chrono releases in the last couple of years. I'm not crazy about the new color schemes personally. I like my Navitimer fairly boring with a blue or a black dial. And but anyway, kudos for them for trying something different with that line. I do like the new well, I think that's going back to an old logo, right? The wings,
Mm.
right? Instead of having the B that they had here for the last couple of years, right? Having that old logo is nice touch.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the picture of all of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean the reverse panda one looks really nice to me.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one, yeah. It looks it's quite a looker.
There's a navy one that I like, and it's not in that picture. I don't think that's all of the colors, right?
Don't think so.
That navy with the black subdials. Go back a couple. That one.
Mm.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more unique too.
Yeah.
Is that like a DLC case? Looks like.
Is it? I didn't even
Is
notice.
it? No, I think it's stainless steel.
It's steel? Oh, it's just
Yeah.
the lighting.
Yeah. Let's go see what the chat says here. Neff saying that green reminds me of avocado appliances from 1970s. These will languish like most other Navitimers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I like my Navitimers busy. Might have missed the discussion, but Zin doing candy colors is just over the top. Over top in a good way, Ben, or over top in a bad way?
I've given up on the fight about colors.
I know.
Mm.
I
Just
mean, me too.
whatever. Just do what you want. Get whichever one you like, whichever one you can afford, whichever one you
Yeah.
can get.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're all doing it.
Yep. Exactly. Neff is saying I like the salmon. Okay. And now in 41 as well. So is the multicolor rollout thing a fad, or is it here to stay?
I think it's here to stay for a while. I think they want to give people options, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The Wings logo was not Breitling. It
Right.
was for the AOPA, a Pilots Association. They used to sell
Mhm.
Navitimers through their magazines. Okay. Thank you, Clayton. Appreciate that.
Dropping some knowledge.
Dropping some knowledge. Love our chat for that reason. Bruce the Manly, only good Navitimer in recent memory is the 806 reissue.
That's a sweet watch.
That was a sweet watch.
Yeah.
Kevin S. More Breitling to hit the gray market soon. Oh, okay, Kevin. Kevin's a little negative Nelly when it comes to Breitling here. Do you want to talk Bulgari? Amin as our resident Bulgari owner. What do you think of this one?
Is it the same? It's a 43 mil, same as the other
It
Chrono.
looks the same.
It
Yeah,
looks the
it's
same?
just different color.
Just different color?
I think so.
I haven't looked into the specs. I saw the picture, but there was a different release by Bulgari too, right?
I think they did a minute repeater. They
Yeah.
did some crazy stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. This looks like their other Chrono.
Mhm.
Okay.
I tried that on last week, actually, the blue one.
Mm.
It's a little big for me, but cool watch.
Okay. So I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, minute repeater, tourbillon, chrono skeleton. Stupid expensive.
Stupid expensive. Oh, is
Not,
this
not my
Samsung?
favorite. That's the repeater.
Oh,
The blue one.
okay.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it would be, but
Right. Yeah. Nicely done case pack. How much are these going for?
you should show it at the bottom.
210.
210.
Yeah, just 210.
Aye.
Just
That's tourbillon, right?
195. 195 for the minute repeater.
repeater.
210 for the
Not
tourbillon.
too bad.
No?
I'm kidding. Well, minute repeaters don't come cheap.
No, they don't.
Especially world record thinnest minute repeaters. So
Yeah.
Justin saying the Wings logo is from Paul McCartney, specifically for when he was on the run. Wayman saying not in a good way. It's too far out of the wheelhouse. If you want colors, I'm not looking at Zen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
There's only 400 of them anyway.
Yeah. Just colors, man. It's just colors.
It's just colors.
Kevin's like, I really like the Octo line, but I think Bulgari needs to branch out a bit.
Like another design, another hit design. They're kind of going the way of like AP, where it's like you got the Royal Oak as like your main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, for kind of like a long time, they were kind of insignificant, no? And then they kind of hit pay dirt with this the Octo Finissimo. So
can't really blame them.
Got to write it out. Has Bulgari done everything possible Octo yet? Okay. Or is it there a comp that they're missing? Maybe they should do colors.
Yeah.
Way saying, I wish I could wear an Octo. It looks like a gauntlet on my wrist. All right. Any other thing that has come out? Oh, Colin, I know you are particularly interested in.
Well, I don't know if I'm that interested.
Well, I mean, just because
it's cool.
It's cool. Let's bring it up here. I just have a photo of it.
Sneak preview. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Fresh off the presses.
Not coming up on my. There we go. And this is a new dial variation for the Antarctique, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frozen Star.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Chad, can you help us verify that?
Best guess is that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Looks like TV on the fuzz, but it looks cool.
Is that
no date, right? No date on this one.
Looks like no date. What is the color on that dial?
Let's zoom in. I
Blue,
don't know.
Gray, white, speckled. It's
Not the best picture I have here. I apologize, but
where did this come from?
Someone had posted it, and I just copied it. Chaz is saying that. Oops.
Blue lint, dryer lint.
Dryer lint.
What's this called?
It's called a Zin 556 homage.
No.
We think it's called the Frozen Star, Antarctique Frozen Star. That's what we think.
Blue lint color, dry fuzz. Enough is saying that the red stands out too much. I don't know.
Chapek doesn't seem to care. He just put a red tip on that second hand no matter what. Whatever color it is, they're just like, I'm putting a red tip on. The only one I can think of is that teal one.
Kelly's saying, is it textured or is it a very complex recycled denim color?
We don't know. Hey, Kelly. Kelly's watching.
Hey, Kelly's here. Yeah.
I like that color. I don't know if it's like pebbly or granular or static or what, but I think it looks nice. I would kill the red tip also. But they give you,
might
that
be
option.
able to. Yeah, you might be
they
able
give
to.
you that option.
Speckled garage floor.
Do you guys think Chapek runs the risk of making too many variants of the Antarctique?
I was thinking about that. I don't know. Maybe.
It could feel a little micro brandy if they keep on churning them
Yeah.
out.
Well, they've got their main colors, and then they do these ones in like limited runs, right? So this is, I don't know, but I assume this is like a 50 or a 99 piece run. But the main colors, the glacier blue, the navy, the black, and the silver, I think are the main colors.
Clean saying, let's just say that people will be surprised when they hear the rest of the story on that Chapek. Okay.
Ooh,
So there's
back.
more to come.
It's actually made out of frozen star.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at a couple more more releases that just came out before we talk about what we think is going to be coming out in the next few days. Let's go Moser here. Now, I saw a lot of initial positive reaction to this one. Colin, you like this one, right?
I'm just relieved that Moser hasn't made something that just makes me roll my eyes and go, "Oh, geez, they're just doing the same old again." So
Yeah.
I like it from this angle. I've seen some other angles of the global light on the dial that makes. I'm not sure if I like the way they did the global light, but bravo for finally doing something a little more different, because I feel like they've been kind of recycling the same old stuff lately. I could have did without the global light being that raised, but
yeah, for sure. I think I agree with you on that. Case back here, looking pretty good, right?
yeah.
What do you think, Amin?
Yeah, I like it. I think Moser is at their best when they give you some cool technology in a watch. Like with Marcus's watch, is they gave a very cool perpetual calendar movement. With my watch, I like that they did a removable escapement, like the whole escapement can be pulled out and replaced. So, here I like the cylindrical hairspring,
Yeah.
in particular.
Good tech. Yeah.
It's cool tech. Even Globalite, like I don't like the way Globalite looks really in their implementation, but it's another piece of technology that they decided to put in. I mean, whenever I see a very high end watch with a tourbillon and that costs like whatever $80,000-$90,000, whatever it is,
79 for this
this
one.
is 79. I always think that it should be more evidently hand finished, and Moser always lets me down in that way. But I've just kind of keep telling myself to just accept that their strength is maybe design and tech, right? And it's not super amazing movement finishing. And there's not that many brands that hit all the marks, right? And that's just not their greatest strength. So
it's very good finishing though.
Yeah,
it's not like
but
Grand Seiko machine finishing. It's good machine finishing. They might even run a drill bit with the polishing cloth over it.
Yeah.
They might do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no sharp interior angles. There's none of that stuff going on.
It was very stark when they did the Moser MB&F releases, because the MB&F ones that were with Moser were like brilliantly finished, and the Moser ones that had MB&F input were not, and you put them side by side. So here, I mean, you can see it. It's a machine finish, as nice as you want to call it. It just is. I love that it's that they just put the full works on display. You know, they skeletonized it to the point where you can really see everything on both sides. Kind of looks like an octopus to me on the front.
Yeah.
With the big
That's what the chat's saying.
head.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the second I saw it, I was thinking, like, what is that? Hydra from Agents of Shield or whatever their name was, the octopus.
A
thing.
lot of people seem to not really like those curved
Yeah.
tentacles or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's throwing people off a bit.
I think it's okay.
I think
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely not a buyer, but I'm happy to see them do something more unique.
I also like to see these kind of art pieces that are water resistant and sports cased because, you know, and so the other cool tech here that I didn't mention is this super domed crystal, right? That's just,
Is it?
yeah, super domed crystal, not as domed as the Moser MB&F with the cylindrical hairspring, but still
Right.
very, very domed. And
Do we know the resistance on this one?
I think it's 120 meters.
It is a Pioneer, right?
I think they said 120 meters.
Screw down 120.
I believe so.
Yeah,
120.
screw down. Yeah. So to get a Tourbillon skeletonized watch with screw down crown and 120 meters, that's pretty good.
And the hairspring is like, you know,
Yeah.
way 3D. That cylindrical hairspring, and they make that themselves. So they make cool tech. I think the design and technology is good. So would I buy it? No. If I had 80 grand, no. But I like it.
Okay. Want to talk about this D Bethune?
It's just gorgeous.
It's one of the prettier watches I've seen in a while, for sure.
These are Joe colors. I mean, he made his RGM movement look these colors, right? This is his colors. This is the Joe Cheng.
So gorgeous.
D Bethune.
May take a minute to read the time, or get used to it anyway.
Like
time
your Romain Giron. Yeah,
Yeah.
who cares?
Look good shit.
Amazing looking watch, though, for sure.
Yeah.
105. Limited to 50 pieces.
And they're all gone.
Right. Probably. Yeah. Absolutely.
No, they are. They are. I know someone who tried to get one.
That's her. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, we're 43 minutes into the show. All right.
What was the other black and gold watch that we were looking at? We were looking in our we were texting back and forth. Somebody posted that one, and then the very next one was another black and gold watch.
I don't remember.
Let me find it while you're going to the next thing.
Okay. Well, so the next thing is what we anticipate is going to be coming out specifically tomorrow, right?
Oh.
Do you have it?
Oh, the Ulysse Nardin.
Oh, yeah.
Your
yes.
Yeah. So what did they call that?
Starbound?
Is that what it was?
Embark on Vertical Odyssey Mission 2. I don't know what the hell this is. They say it's coming out tomorrow. Reveal tomorrow.
So that's a freak, and from the looks of it, the balance wheel is on an angle.
It looks bananas.
Yeah. That thing's insane, I'm sure.
Let me show you if I can.
Yeah, get the solo here. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I think it's on an angle. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, but it looks like it's going to be.
It's got an aventurine dial.
Craziness.
Yeah. So that's the freak aventurine. Yeah, that's what it's.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think I like this better than the De Bethune.
Really?
I don't know. I got to see it. I got to see what it actually looks like.
That's
but
not going to be cheap.
But to me, I think I like it better. It looks like a actual spaceship.
Yeah, it does.
Turning around on the dial. I think it's got two. I think it's got a balance wheel on each side of the spaceship, is what I'm seeing, and then the whole thing rotates.
Yeah,
Well, let's
it's
jump right into what is going on tomorrow.
a few
It's
hours from now, really.
in a few hours from now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put up some another screen here. So look, there's some information that got leaked about what is going to be revealed tomorrow. So if you don't want to know,
See ya.
you may want to look away or drop off. So this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler alert. But it seems like this is coming exactly from the website, right? I mean, there was an
Yeah.
accidental leak there.
Yeah.
So just
Marcus, there's still time for you to jump on and
Yeah.
yeah, and
opine
Marcus, you
about
can
the
still
Rolex.
make predictions if he wants, buddy. You know what I mean? Okay, so some information got leaked out, right? And tomorrow, big day for Tudor and for Rolex, amongst other brands, and we'll talk about those too. So we've long the rumors of the Air King or the 116900, this watch right here,
Oh man, you
being
ruined it.
what was that?
Wilson, oh man, you ruined it.
Rumors for the last couple of years of it being discontinued. Looks like on the list is a new Air King, so that is coming out. Also on the list, a GMT Master II. Now,
Which I
do you
think
guys?
everyone knew.
Well, we knew, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't know per se what that color bezel was going to be,
We
right? I mean,
still don't really.
we still don't know, right? So if you want to talk about maybe some options here, do they go back to the all black a bezel insert? Do they go with a Coke? Right, that's what a lot of people are hoping for. Then lately, the new horse that it's entered the race is a black and green, right?
Yeah.
Um,
In my opinion, I think the video leak distinctly shows two different colors on the bezel. Now, people have tried to play with it and they claim that it's green.
mhm.
I don't necessarily, you can play with color stuff a lot and come up with a bunch of different colors. So I'm not sold that it's a green and black, but I do not think it's an all black
Okay.
like that it was, which means it could be a Coke, it could be a black and gray, it could be black and green, who knows?
hmm
But I
What are
think
you hoping for
it's me. I
specifically?
really don't care,
Okay.
honestly. I got
Okay.
my
No, that's
GMTs,
fine.
but I don't really like the green. I'd rather see a Coke, honestly.
Yeah. Going back to the
Yeah,
Coke.
bring the Coke back.
What about you, What do you think?
I think it's going to be a Coke.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be green. I feel like they'll do the more predictable thing. And I don't really care which one it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd be more interested to see green because it hasn't been done, but I really don't think they'll do green. I think they'll go safer, um, more what to their history.
So if they go Coke, do
Mm,
they leave the Pepsi?
I think so.
Yeah. So Coke, Pepsi,
So
Batman.
Amin, do you think? What do you think? What do you think they
I also
drop?
think if they got rid of the Pepsi, I think it would be okay too because Pepsi's been out a good amount of time. They made plenty, and the Coke is should satisfy people. I mean,
It would be
there's
easier to make for them too.
yeah,
To
there's
make
not
the
too
Coke.
many people who need to have both a Coke and a Pepsi, and they can always bring the Pepsi back later. I mean, there's no reason they can't.
So do you think they keep the Batman then?
I would guess so. But
I'm in
I walked right into
I
that.
mean, it had been a while.
You got me, man. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it's so loud too, like blew out my eardrums. Yeah, I don't care. If they did get rid of it, then mine would be pretty short production, right? Because it's got the new movement
Mhm.
but I don't care.
Yeah.
Makes no difference to me.
Also, it looks like they're coming out with a new Yacht Master and a 40 and a 42. So that's going to be interesting as well.
We know at least one of them is precious metal, right? Because of the crown that they showed on the teaser vid. So it looks like a yellow or a rose gold. So one of them will be that. Who knows if it'll be Oyster Flex or full gold bracelet. I want to see him bring back a full gold Yacht Master, like back in the day. Because, yeah, they make a lot of gold watches now. They make a lot of money on gold watches. Throw it on a gold bracelet.
Full gold with the ceramic bezel insert, like the Yacht Master 40 and 42.
That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? But they don't normally do that on full gold watches.
It would
Like
look
the
nice.
Daytonas don't have a ceramic bezel.
Subs do.
You're right. Yeah.
It would look good.
It would look good. Like a yellow gold with the black ceramic Yacht Master bezel. That would look pretty sweet.
Some new Tudors potential.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One of those could be, and I don't think it's going to happen, but it could be that prototype titanium Yacht Master.
Well, that'll break the internet, right?
That would break the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Wolfie will come down from Austria, wherever he is, and you know, be like, "I want one now," or whatever.
I think he already put his name down.
Yeah, he put his name down. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, but just to finish up with Rolex, we see new Air King. We don't see new Milgauss. And so, these models have been tied to the hip recently because they use the same movement and same, which is not that big of a deal, but same case and protection cage and Milgauss cage, whatever special technology that's in there with that. We don't see a new Milgauss here. I'm thinking that Air King goes in a different direction too. Like it doesn't, just because there's a new Air King doesn't mean there has to be a new Milgauss and vice versa. I think next year is an anniversary year for the Milgauss, so maybe you'll see a refresh there. And you're seeing the refresh now with the Air King. It's going in a totally different direction, I think. And I'm excited to see what that looks like.
From what I understand, they're actually the Milgauss and the Air King are built on the exact same equipment. Like it's the same production line. So maybe that line's only going to be used for the Milgauss, or maybe they discontinue the Milgauss for a year and bring it back next year for the anniversary, which would be a little more dramatic if they do that.
Yeah. Clayton's saying use up all the remaining cases movements in the higher MSRP Milgauss, right? And new Air King is higher. The new Air King is higher priced. So makes sense. I know. Why not just use whatever you have left for the last for another year for the Milgauss before you do a refresh for an anniversary year, and go in a different direction with the Air King. I mean, people are still going to buy it. So they're still going to line up for it. Now, going with Tudor, we see something interesting here. I saw something on YouTube from Tudor Watches that they're doing collaboration with a
with who?
Alingi, Allegheny,
Alingi. Yes.
Yacht team, right? So is that what they mean by Black Bay Pro? I don't know. Black Bay GMT, not a new Black Bay GMT, not a Black Bay 58 GMT. It looks like
maybe it is though.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe we see a new.
So wait, is there a Black Bay GMT and new Black Bay GMT? Or those? Is that?
That's
how it's written?
That's how it was written. That's how the link was on that one. I think it was Aussie Expat who put it together in a video. We just shortened we just made this into vanity links kind of over vanity address here. So but there was a Black Bay GMT and a new Black Bay GMT. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means maybe the current GMT gets a new movement
color.
and and then a new Black Bay GMT is a different color for the 41. Maybe it's a different material. I know Clayton has talked about wanting to see a ceramic version of the Black Bay GMT. It doesn't appear though it is a 58. I don't think it's going to be a 58. Sanjay will be happy. There's going to be a new Tudor Royale for released. So and then a new Black Bay chronograph, steel and gold. I think that's what the SUG is.
Yeah, some two-tones.
So I wonder if it's going to be like the recent releases with the
probably
but in a steel gold version. And then we also have some other releases here. Now I saw somewhere a picture of a new Zenith Chronomaster in that blue, that ice blue.
Ice blue, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's one of these here, maybe.
Ice blue is going to be big this year, it seems.
It seems like that, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of ice, going back to Rolex, we kind of thought that there was going to be a new Sky Dweller, right? And that doesn't appear to be the case.
Yep.
So that's interesting. Now getting back to Zenith, so it looks like they're going to be, doing some variations of the Chronomaster.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. I'm not really that knowledgeable.
A million Longas.
Longas. I mean, I think this is just all their. Longas, right?
Odysseus titanium could be really cool.
Yeah.
Full titanium Odysseus.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? This.
So the Watches and Wonders website, there was a sitemap XML file.
Oh, wow.
You basically had links to all the stuff. Yeah. They took it down this afternoon, not before a bunch of people got it.
Richard Longa doing some work with Langazana?
Well, that's just like their throwback to the Richard Long.
Okay.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah,
very expensive.
Gotcha. Oh, look at this. Grand Seiko with some watches. Okay, that never
Constant
happens.
Force Tourbillon, though. That's kind of interesting.
I think they had one, or at least, or it was like maybe a what do you call it? Like not production.
I wonder if they're coming out with a different streamliner.
Prototype. I think they had a prototype.
Sorry,
I
jumped to Moser.
Yeah.
No worries.
Streamliner. I wonder if that's a new one.
Yeah, the guy's having a little fun with my Alingi.
Yeah.
I wonder what's that Evolution 9 collection, Grand Seiko?
No clue.
No clue. Ceramic Black Bay GMT. That's what Chaz is hoping for.
Oh, it's already a thing. Evolution 9 collection. That's nothing new.
James is saying if there is a new Tudor Royale, it better be uglier than the last one, or I'll be disappointed.
Let's get it.
Everybody wants to copy Breitland this year.
So can we go to IWC? IWC.
Yeah, I think I have this on this list here, right?
Oh, do you? I don't. It was on the. You don't have it. Anyway, looks like they're doing a bunch of different color ceramics, and there's some Mojaves coming out. Sounds like a big pilot Top Gun. Which I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Clayton saying with Longa, it is what is missing that is interesting. Drop some metal variations such as the 815 up, down, white, gold.
Did they actually drop them, or they're just not on the list as a release?
Well, that's the thing. I think we don't know. We don't know. Well, I don't know.
You have Vacheron on here or no?
I thought I did. But I think
so.
I don't think I do.
Something that's interesting is Vacheron has listed the Historique 222, which is, if anyone's familiar with the 222, it's kind of like an overseas looking kind of watch. but it's from the late 70s, and
Mhm.
I mean the vintage market on it has gone absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
And so if they do a historic version of that in a modern size, that's going to be a really hot watch for people to try to get.
Is Vacheron what you're mostly paying attention to coming out tomorrow, Colin? Is that something?
No, just that one interests me.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what it looks like. IWC,
I did see them. Yeah.
I'm pretty interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Amin, anything in particular that you're looking forward to seeing in the next couple of days, or you're just happy being a bystander, seeing what comes by, or?
I really can't wait to see the full details of that UN freak tomorrow. The spaceship looking one.
Yeah.
As far as like things I might be a buyer of, I really don't think I'm a buyer of anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming off kind of 3 recent purchases, and I'm gonna try to shut it down.
Colin with the same pedestrian takes he was dropping on me and the boys earlier today. Lightweight analytical sadness.
Oil Money hated the new Moser.
Mhm.
He felt like it was
MBNF ripoff, right?
much
Knockoff.
crappier version of the watch
Yeah.
they did with MBNF.
Mhm.
Unexciting.
And had a very interesting take on all of it, right? I mean, he just
he just wants to take pot shots behind his keyboard. Oh,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, keyboard warrior, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, there was
Hey,
another
Chris, how you
watch he had
doing?
a great take on. I can't remember what it was though. He always has some interesting takes when he's not taking pot shots from behind the keyboard.
Chaz's, can we talk more about Rolex? Still time to call in. Oil Money. It's better. You know what?
Have you guys already talked about the other Moser, the green? We talked about that. The Swampy Moser, the enamel.
Yeah, you guys talked about that last week, right?
Ponscum Moser.
Yeah,
We talked about that. All right. So.
Ponscum Anordane ripoff. Yeah.
I'm dropping a link just in case.
So yeah, what let us know in the chat. Have you seen anything you're gonna buy? Have you what are you excited about? And have you seen anything you might possibly buy? Or no? So far. The stuff we talked about today, anything possible for you?
I'm really curious about that Tudor Gmt. I'm really curious about the new Tudor. I mean, like I'm kind of like still hoping, even though I think it's not going to happen, that it's a 58. I think it would have said 58 on that link.
So what would it have to be for you to be super interested?
If it's a 58, I'm definitely
58
down.
GMT.
58 GMT, yeah.
Like a Pepsi, or just like
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Any
matter.
58 GMT.
Any 58
GMT.
GMT.
Wow.
I'm just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
If you know, and I talked to Clayton about this a lot, and if it's a ceramic 41 GMT, that'd be very, very interesting as well, because I think the knock on, well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be any lighter than the stainless steel or not. I've never really had a ceramic watch, but I mean, I think that kind of material would be super, super interesting.
If they did a full ceramic watch, bracelet, everything, not GMT, just some sort of Black Bay full ceramic, I would probably not be a buyer, but it would get my interest. I would look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that I think Clayton had one that was full ceramic, right? It just wasn't bracelet. It came on a strap.
Yeah, the case.
Yeah, the case.
It's a nice watch.
It was a very nice watch.
But I feel like I want the whole thing ceramic. If I go in on a ceramic watch, like Bobby Kumar's Laureano.
Yeah, and that's a beauty too. for sure. And so I think it'd be interesting to see what IWC puts out. I mean, IWC had just a great year last year. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah.
Can they keep it going? I think they can. I'm looking forward to that as well. Like Paddock. I mean, that's just way over my head. You know what I mean? Like I just,
Mm.
I'm not really super interested because it's just like it's too far fetched. It's like Narnia. It's just too far fetched for me in my mind. So. Chopik, be kind of interesting to see what they do too as well. But yeah, mostly focused on Tudor and Rolex, and there's probably nothing Rolex that I would be a buyer of, a new Rolex. But I mean, if given the opportunity, of course I would. But I mean, like, yeah, you always have to put that caveat with there. But I'm looking more for between the two. I'm looking to see what Tudor does. I root for Tudor. I like Tudor.
Dan's saying he thinks that the Black Bay Pro is Metas. If
Yes.
you look at their Instagram, it's funny. Their ceramic, their last they got a couple teaser posts now, but before that, the last 6 or 7 posts were all about their ceramic and how almost like how pro it is because of all the meta stuff.
Well,
so I totally they will go in that direction.
That a league collaboration,
Yeah.
that video
exactly.
at the end, you got a good look at the dial, and it said Black Bay, and it said Metas or Master Chronometer or something like that on it. So if that's it, which kind of be like they
Sorry,
kind of
I just have to show my tan line.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are claiming I don't have a tan.
A lot of comments in the chat about how Colin got color, didn't get color.
I know.
It's got some strange
I know.
fascination.
I think I look pretty good.
Kevin's calling me out. Bobby is so full. You're absolutely right. I am. I totally am. I am. I mean, like,
I'm basically just gonna buy whatever Royal Money buys.
Yeah.
Just to piss him off.
And then brag to everybody that it was your idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Alan, you run it. I mean, you're not the only one who's wanted a Tudor Ranger. A lot of people wanted to see that come back, for sure. What's your thought on the new BB 31, 36, 39, 41? Are they going in-house for all of them? No smiley dial. Are they going in-house? Is that the deal? Those watches, that line doesn't really do much. Like, I never really think about it anymore. I mean, I used to like the Explorer type look of the 41 and the 36, but I don't know. Colin went overboard on the rouge tonight. Yeah, put a little rouge on you, tuck the sack back. Yeah. Kevin, he's not interested in the new Rolexes unless he is very interested in the new Rolexes. Yeah. No, I mean, it's true. I'm not really interested until I'm interested in them.
He's not interested unless he can somehow buy them.
Yeah.
So he's super interested.
What are the chances that you're gonna love the new Air King?
Yeah, I mean, the chances. I think I'm totally gonna love it.
Okay. What are you hoping it looks like?
I mean, I'm hoping
you don't even need it. You don't even care. You got the one you want, right?
No. I'm hoping that it looks a little more Explorer type without, like, obviously without the 5s, and have that 40 millimeter size. Be you lost. They discontinued the 39 Rolex Explorer 1. They went back to the 36. I think if you have some sort of Explorer looking type 40 and just call it an Air King, I think that's going to be a huge hit. Yeah, sort of. I don't know. Cardinal Poo knife. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate the sticker. Yeah, I feel like a Cardinal Poo knife tonight. I think I am. I feel like it now. Who knows? Who knows? It looks like oil money's not going to come on. So, well, what do we call it? Night. But I will be. We'll be back. I mean, I don't know if Amin and Colin will join me tomorrow, but I will be back tomorrow since I won't be streaming on Thursday because I have a previous commitment. But I think tomorrow will be a good day. We can rehash all the new releases and get our final thoughts on Rolex and Tudor and amongst others. So we'll be doing that. Colin, thank you for joining me tonight. What do you got? What's on your radar? Do you have anything on your radar, watch wise?
I have a new watch incoming. I don't know exactly when.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting on that.
Yeah.
Interested in Chapek and
Yeah.
Rolex, and I've been thinking about Breguet.
Yeah. Amin, you what do you got going on? You got some stuff coming out this soon, hopefully. I mean,
I have a new watch crush, or
asshole.
not a watch crush, but like a new long-term goal, maybe you could say.
Oh, okay. Is it starts with a U, ends with an N, starts with an F, starts and continues with an R, E, and A? Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's this annual calendar.
Oh, baby.
Really?
Annual calendar. Yeah. I like a calendar watches. I've realized, like I like chronographs much less than everybody else, and I think I like calendar watches more than most people. And so this is an annual calendar. You only have to fix the date at the end of February, and it's sports watch. It's under the radar. I like it on this sailcloth. It's pricey. It's a spendy watch.
It's beautiful.
It's something I gotta percolate on for quite a while.
I think that's a great watch for you.
Yeah.
So, no to the Globe Master annual calendar?
I think I'm gonna hold off on that one. Yeah.
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 Okay.
And then I'm still gonna get the Sky Dweller if I have an opportunity to get it.
Yeah.
But that won't prevent me from getting this watch. This watch is very different than a Sky Dweller.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Amin is coming out with new reviews on Kettler's and RG watches. RGM,
yeah, so my last three watches are the RGM, the Kettler's, and this Romain Jerome.
Yeah, three you couldn't find a review on any of those, probably.
Three not reviewed watches, so I should try to get it together. I actually love all three of them. Really happy with the direction. This past three.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. Sometime next week, at least the first one review. That'd be nice. Could work on it over the weekend.
Yeah, I was going to do it right after we finish here.
Oh, even better.
Have a coffee.
Even better.
Get my camera set up. Yeah, all-nighter.
Yeah. Well, guys, again, thank you again, chat. Thank you again for.
Stay tuned for the Moonswatch talk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Part 2.
As soon as we sign off, we'll be right back with
just hang tight.
Moonswatch.
Yeah, hang tight. We're gonna have a little intermission, and then we're gonna go to Moonswatch all night long. Guys, have a good one. See you guys tomorrow, and take care.
See ya.
See you.